we got snow. And that can only mean one thing, and that's gonna be the mini Razor electric snow bike. So let's get in the garage. Razor bike 3.0. Yeah. Okay, so what we got here is a highly modified Razor MX650 electric dirt bike that I basically put a snowblower track in the rear to make it into a mini snow bike. There's also a ski in the front. This is going to be version 3.0. There's two other versions of this bike from when I first started building it, then we modified it, and now we're here. You can watch all those videos on my channel, so go check those out before you watch this if you just want to get filled in on this whole project build. As far as this video goes, we're gonna do some things to it to make it version 3.0. I got some mods I want to do to it. We also gotta fix the front fork because I crashed it the last time. Severely bent the front fork. Also, we're gonna do something special, and that's gonna involve a snowboard. So we're gonna use a snowboard. Basically, one of the biggest battles you have with these little snow bikes is surface area, resistance, and just being able to propel the thing through the snow. So if we look at the current setup we have now, the bike has about 8 inches of track on the ground, which is a good contact patch to keep the bike moving forwards. But now, other than the track, the only thing we have contacting the ground is this front ski. So there's a lot of dead weight sitting on this front ski that's just falling into the snow. There's not enough weight distribution throughout the bike to keep the thing up and floating on the snow. Floating is a very important thing when it comes to riding on the snow. The surface almost acts more like water than as if it was dirt or a hard packed terrain. So you gotta kind of build these things a little differently to work well in that terrain. Now, I'm going to take a lot of inspiration from this water bike. This is Robbie Madison's water bike that they did the Red Bull challenge with, and as you can tell, they put skis all throughout the bottom of the bike, which brings us to our snowboard idea. So I have this old Ride machete that I'm going to cut up, and what we're going to do is actually put a mid ski. So I'm going to have this We're gonna have the ski section mounted to the middle of the snow bike, and then I'm gonna cut the tail end and we'll retrofit the snowboard around the original ski just to give us this same concept that we got going on here with the winglets. We're gonna try doing it with the fiberglass of the snowboard to hopefully lower the roll resistance across the snow, because that snowboard is very smooth on the bottom. It feels good. And I think by adding that section of snowboard and the mid section of snowboard being propelled by the back track should give us enough float to keep the snow bike on top of the snow and moving. That's all my theory. That's what I want to get done in this video. We're also going to add a new front fork, which is going to look like this. So it's going to be this like gold fork. We're going to it's a lot more heavy duty. We're just going to mount that to the front of the bike. Okay, to start things off, we are going to go right to the front fork mod. I feel like this would be the easier thing to knock out. And all we're going to do is just straight up switch the fork. So it should take 2 seconds and kind of look like this. We got our hydraulic forks on the snow bike. Now, these things look sick. I'm just going to put it out there. This is not one of those kit ones. This is one that I've custom made. I didn't mount the ski yet because I think it's time to cut up the snowboard to try to overlay the snowboard onto this ski. I'm sorry in advance for the people that are probably going to cringe when I cut the snowboard because they probably want a snowboard. We're going to fit this somewhere like that and just cut the board. That felt so wrong in so many ways, but here's the snowboard. These are going to be our front new winglets. If you ever wondered, there's plywood or balsa wood inside of snowboards. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. And voila, here's front ski 2.0. There's a combination of some Phillips screws and then some rivets with washers holding the snowboard to the front ski. So the only thing we have left is to put this onto the front forks of the snow bike. And that takes care of the front of the bike. Before we figure out how we're gonna mount the center ski to the middle of the frame, I kind of want to lower the bike a little bit. Lowering the center of gravity will help with the whole balancing issue. So we'll just lower the shock. And that looks perfect. I'm just gonna cut the board over here because I don't need that much board. I only need like this front lip to kind of just sit right here. So we'll just cut that with the grinder. And we ended up with this. This is what I think I'm gonna do. This is like quick and dirty just to get it done. I mean, here's a piece of metal roll cage. It's actually like very thick steel. Thick stuff. Then we go to this square block, which will give us a nice surface to weld onto this flat plate, which I will then use the binding holes from the snowboard to screw the back of the plate in, and I'll drill some holes in the front and we'll through bolt it. And that should give us our center ski. So it will be front ski, slightly higher lifted center ski. This way this thing stays off the ground, but it can recompress the snow that got compressed by the front ski before it gets chewed up by the track in the back. I have it pitched up to give us our best attack angle. And I think that's going to be the final pieces to this bike. So let's kind of weld this all together and see what it looks like. Just like that, Razor 3.0 is completed. Actually, I just got to put the battery pack in it and then we'll take it for a test drive. But let's give you guys an up close of what we got. New snowboard front ski. We have our center mount ski with a nice little raise on it, so it's not scraping the floor all the time. Now, another cool feature is when you lean into turns, now that we got that center ski, you can actually grab an edge with that center ski. So that should help big time with stability. Another thing to keep in mind, depending on rider weight, when you compress the suspension, it will lower that ski. So we can tune that shock depending on the powder and the snow conditions. Currently outside, the snow is very mushy and like not good powder snow, so I'm not too sure how this thing's gonna work, but let's throw a battery in here and we'll take it outside and take it for a test drive. All right, we made it outside. We got a battery in it, it's powered up. This is not the best field, but this is like the only field I could think of that's close that they probably wouldn't care too much if I destroy the grass, unlike a soccer field. So this would be our testing ground for now, but if it does work, we could take it somewhere else. I kind of do feel like maybe I went a little too low with that bottom ski. I'm not too sure yet, but I feel it hitting the ground when I sit on it. We might have to tweak that, but let's hop on it and see what it does. Okay, ready? So this is in the first power mode, which is not the fastest. It is moving along. Wow, it's not that bad. It is destroying the grass though. I didn't bolt any of the fenders down. Wow, I think it actually works. Okay, so like I said, that was slow mode. We're gonna ramp it up into high speed now. And let's see what it's got. Oh, it does turn. All right, let's go for it. Oh my God, it moves. It moves. Yo, this thing works. Oh, it's working so good. Oh my God, yes. How about turning? Oh, it can turn? Okay, turning's a little weird, but we just made a good turn. Okay, it does turn really good. This thing is sick! Yes, yes, it works so good. Oh, I think that was the secret sauce, is that middle skeg. Oh, what? How's the grass? So it does chop into the grass a little bit, but with that middle ski, it kind of keeps it up a little higher, so we won't destroy too many lawns. Man, I'm so happy. And we'll just see how fast it goes. Ready, set, go. It's so crazy to drive. Oh my god, I love this thing. Oh, we're moving. And here's a sharp turn. Oh, maybe I'll throw the Skydio off in the air and you can see how this thing actually turns and drives. Oh, there's deep stuff over here. Man, it's cooking right through this stuff. But what we could probably do is take this somewhere else and we'll get a little charge on the drone. And we'll see if we can get it to fly for a little bit before it gets dark. Maybe I can put the camera on the floor and you get some still shots. Unfortunately, it's really too bad. The drone battery is just too low to fly, so we're just gonna rip it around here for a little bit until the battery gets a little weaker. I'll just keep showing you guys what it's got. But overall, this thing, I think the upgrades were a success. It works better than what it did, it rides better than what it did, and it handles better. So all around, that was an improvement. I think there's still some tweaks left, but I don't know if we're gonna get it in this winter because I think that's it for the snow. We're like mid-February on Long Island, and yeah, I don't think we're getting more snow this year. So with that being said, let's take it for one last rip. It's so fast. Oh my god. I think we're breaking speed records right now. Look at this thing rip. Oh, the suspension works good also. This is so cool. Wow. Oh, that's ice. Got a hill climb? Got a hill climb. Sick! Yes! So with that, we're gonna bring this video to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe. Share this on Facebook or anywhere else. Share it to a friend that likes these little razors. And I'll see you guys on the next one.